Hello and welcome to Triangle Tuesday. Not quite the same as Taco Tuesday, but got to do what we can do. So have a couple of blocks and maybe a strap handy. We're going to start on our backs. So just bring your feet onto the mat and just start tilting your hips up and down, working into a little pelvic tilt. And just start to add your breath with it. A couple more times. And then release that. Now stretch your left leg out and then your right leg too. And we're going to take this right leg and open it out somewhere to the right. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot. Take your elbows out to the side and then open your arms. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, reach out with this right arm. So your shoulders are kind of sliding a little bit, and then let your right hand reach down for the right leg, and then let your left arm reach up over your head. So we're making a triangle. We'll do this one standing up in a couple of minutes. This is going to be kind of a short little video. But just take some big, deep breaths. And then as you exhale, bring the arms back out to the side and bring that right foot in onto your left leg and just let that right hip open a little bit in a tree pose. And then inhale, lift that right knee up, reach around, grab the shin and pull that knee in and circle that knee around a few times, and the hip. Go each way. And then press that knee back out to the side and extend the leg. And then as you inhale, lift that leg up, and exhale, lower the right leg. Now take the left leg out to the side. Open your arms. So let those shoulder blades push into the floor, and then reach over to the left and let that left arm reach down towards your left thigh. And then, if you don't have shoulder issues, reach your right arm up. If you have shoulder problems, maybe just keep the hand on the hip or the arm out to the side. But you should feel a big stretch in the right ribs. Another big inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the arms out to the side and bring that left knee in. Just slide the foot over to the right leg. So opening up into your tree. Couple of breaths here. And then as you inhale, lift that left knee up, hug it in, and circle it around. The other way. And then press that knee out to the left. So just let that hip start to open, and then extend that left leg out. Kind of press down on the inner knee. And then lift that leg up, bend that knee, bring the right knee into your chest too, and rock your knees from side to side. And then come back to the center. Now lift the legs, bring your hands behind your knees, lift your hips up and roll up to your sit bones. And then round down over your legs, really round that back. And then lengthen out, push your chest into your thighs. So this is the way to do a cow and cat. If you need to this way, do this a few times, feels good on the back. And then release, walk your hands up, twist open to one side. And then inhale to the center, exhale, twist the other way. And then come back to the center. Now walk your feet in, press yourself up, and lift up into a forward bend. So bend those knees. Now you've got your blocks here if you want to use your blocks. And maybe you want to use them for your triangle. So take a big deep inhale, lengthen out, exhale, fold. Do that a couple of more times. Stretch out and fold. And this time as you fold, just bend and straighten the knees. Kind of get the hips to warm up a little bit. Now step your right leg back and turn that heel to the left and then straighten your left leg. So you may want your blocks here. We're just gonna arch that back up and then lengthen out that spine. So maybe blocks, maybe your shin, maybe the floor, but the hips are squared up. And now left hand on the blocker or the leg or the floor. Just bring your right hand to your hip and open up. And then you can add that right arm up. Everybody's got to drive by. And maybe have a little bend in that knee. Or maybe you zip those thighs up. If you've got neck issues going on, just look down at the floor. You might want to look up, unless the sun's in your eyes. And then as you exhale, fold back down, fold over this leg, this left leg. And then inhale, extend out, keep that left hip pulling back. Now the right hip's closed. It was open a little bit. And then twist open to the left. So arm can reach up. Again, shoulder problems, just put your hand on your low back. Maybe kind of give your low back a little massage. Nice deep breaths. Same placement with your head. Look down, look out, or look up at all the things falling down from the trees. And then release that. Soften that left knee, step your right foot up, and fold. A couple of big deep breaths here. And then inhale, extend out. As you exhale, fold. Now step your left leg back and turn that heel to the right. So maybe widen your stance, make it a little more stable, and maybe step that left foot up a little bit. Straighten this right leg, kind of cat arch that back. And then lengthen out. So again, use blocks, use your legs. You know, you can be right here, you can be up here. Pull that right hip back. Now my triangle will be facing the other way, but you can see this side, what is gonna happen. And then when I reverse my triangle, you'll see it from the other way. So bring this left hand to your hip, let that right shoulder pull under. And then maybe again, keep your hand right here on the back or extend that arm up. Lengthen out those ribs. And then as you exhale, lower that left hand to the floor or a block, lengthen out, and then we're gonna open up and twist our triangle, revolve it. Pavrita Trikonasana. So hips are closed in this pose, and it is a balance pose, so you might need a little bend in that right knee, or step that left foot up a little bit. Exhale, release that. Now soften this right knee. Pick your left foot up and just step back to a down dog. It's not a triangle, but you kind of make a triangle. Your legs are one angle, one side, your arms are one side, and then the bottom of the mat is one side. Now I'm going to be facing the camera, so I'm stepping my left foot up. And then turn your feet towards the end of your mat. Line all of your toes up so they're on the same line. And then fold down. Use those blocks if you need to, but pull the shoulder blades towards each other. So again, we're making another triangle, a wide angle forward bend. We're going to do this one sitting down in a minute. So this is a good pose for headaches. If you're all stopped up, forward bends are good for this to help you drain. And then inhale, lengthen out. Now just toe, heel, your feet in, and squat down. And then we'll sit down. So just have a seat. So turn long ways on your mat, and then just decide I'm going to scoot my mat up a little bit so I'm not sitting on the grass. Again, professional job here. So we're just going to extend the legs out. So just decide if you want the heels on the mat. They'll kind of be digging into the floor. So I'm moving my heels back to the mat. And then you may want to strap. And I'm on a slopey driveway, so my right side's kind of falling over to the left, and you can hear the neighborhood kids screaming. So nobody's being murdered next door, it's just 5-year-olds. So take your strap if you're going to use it. Reach your arms up. So our legs are making two sides of a triangle, and this is going to be the base. And we're going to reach up and just reach over from side to side. If you're using a strap, watch out for the buckle. One more time. And then come back up, and as you exhale, fold out. Put that strap around both feet and pull back. Lengthen your spine out and fold. Look down at your mat. Take some deep breaths. And then go ahead and let go of that strap. See if you can bring your hands down towards your feet. Maybe they're on your shins. Maybe you can grab your ankles or your feet. And then as you inhale, straighten the arms. And as you exhale, bend those elbows, fold down a little bit deeper. Maybe your head goes to the floor. Maybe you put a block here for your head. It just depends on what you can do. And then as you inhale, walk your hands Up your legs. Sit up nice and tall. We held that forward bend quite a while. So bring your hands behind your back and push your sit bones forward. Push them into the floor. Pull your shoulder blades towards each other. And then lift your hands. Bring your hands behind your head. And again, little side moves. Just hitting those obliques while we're here. Keep your sit bones on the floor. One more time. Like I said, this is a little short one. Release down. Roll those shoulders around both ways. And then just kind of crawl the legs back in. Keep this strap handy. And come back onto your back. So hug those knees in. We're going to release both sides of the low back. So put that strap around both feet. Not a triangle, but good for the low back. So you want your legs straight up and down over your hips. You don't want to pull them back. You don't want them at an angle unless you want to do some core work. But just kind of tug a little bit like you're locking your hips in place, and then take just the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings, push them forward. Just like my hand is on the back of your thigh, and you're going to push into my hand, and you can let your hands slide down towards your ribs. But this is getting both sides of the low back. Now just slide that left foot off the strap and lower that leg. And as you exhale, pull the right foot towards your head. Take a couple of deep breaths. And then take the strap in your right hand. Open this leg back out to the right. Open that left arm. Pull that right elbow towards the thigh. Make that bicep work. And then as you inhale, lift this right leg up, grab the strap with your left hand. Left leg's gonna relax because we're gonna twist to the left, and that left leg's gonna roll with us to the left. Just like if we were standing up. This is a standing pose. And then maybe you can open this right arm. Great big twist. And then inhale, lift this left or this right leg up. Now lift the left one, put that foot back on the strap. Separate the feet a little bit. Another low back release, push the hamstrings forward. Let the shoulders relax, so bring those hands down so your chest is open. And then just bend that right knee, take that foot off the strap and lower the right leg. So it's gonna stay active like you're pushing into a wall. And bring your left leg back. Take some deep breaths. Always a good thing to do. And then take that strap in your left hand. Open that leg out to the left. Push the heel away. Open your right arm. That just helps keep you from rolling to the left. And then pull that left elbow down towards your thigh. Maybe tug on that strap a little bit. Then loosen your hand around the strap. Loosen that death grip. Make those abs kick in and hold that leg up. And then inhale, lift that left leg up, reach up, switch hands, and relax the right leg as you bring your left leg over somewhere to the right. You know, maybe pile those blocks under your foot. And then if you can, reach that left arm out to the left. And then slip that strap off, bend that left knee, roll back onto your back, and just slide that left leg out for a nice, peaceful Shavasana. And then whenever you're ready, bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side a couple of times, right over your sacrum, and then roll to one side. Stretch that top leg out. Push yourself up. And come around to a seated pose, however you can sit. Just take a couple of deep breaths again, and then bring your hands to your heart for a little quick blessing or prayer, thankfulness. So thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.